Roast chicken. Whether cooked at home, over a fire, or with a rotisserie, the dish appears in a variety of cuisines worldwide. From simple salt and pepper and herbs to the yogurt-based tandoori marinade, we can all relate to a roast chicken. Roast chicken is also a great dish to tackle if you're looking to take your cooking skills to the next level. We've reacted to many roast chickens on this channel with varying degrees of success, but have you ever seen Jamie Oliver's roast chicken? Will there be chili jam? Will there be chutney? Will there be mustard? You're just gonna have to watch and find out. Before I go on with today's episode, I do want to give a special shout out to my amazing patrons, Flip Flarp and Tyler Bush. Thank you so much for your support. That said, on to the reaction. I'm ready, Freddie.
I'm good.
Are you ready?
Yes, I just got laid, so I'm in a super good mood.
You in a good mood? Well, you know what will make everyone else in a better mood?
What?
To get a bottle of GOCHUJANG.
Alorage!
GOCHUJANG.
Alorage!
Yes. And also, you know what? While you're picking up hot sauce, you should also get a bottle of Blink.
Blink once.
I'm supposed to say Blink.
Once.
Blink. All right, let's get on to this video. We're gonna react to Jamie Oliver.
Why? There's so many good chefs out there. Why are we focused on?
Because Jamie Oliver made roast chicken, and you and I have.
I could tell you, is this his?
Yeah.
It's fucked up already.
Why?
Because
Why is it fucked up?
is that a gash in the side?
It is. Yeah. Well, let's watch. Let's
Okay.
watch. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, we're gonna watch.
I mean, chicken's chicken. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. We're gonna watch Jamie Oliver make roast chicken and roast potatoes. All right.
What's the point of this? Because I do that. What's your game here?
Make you angry. Actually, people have been getting. Some people have been getting annoyed that you've been so angry lately. They think that you don't like being here anymore.
If I didn't like being here,
Yeah, then Paul would not be here. Okay,
so lovely people, the lovely Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are getting married, and as we all heard, they got engaged over making a roast dinner, roast chicken, and it got me thinking.
Oh, he's got some good chickens
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Look.
those are.
Oh, those are those ducks?
No, those are chicken.
No, no,
Sure.
no, no.
That back there?
Yeah.
I think those are chicken.
It's a little elongated.
It is a little. Let's get rid of these subtitles.
Oh no.
No, it's chicken. No, it's chicken. And that is like a baby chicken right there.
A poussin.
Okay.
About the ultimate
Poussin.
roast chicken recipe. Everyone knows how to roast a chicken, but I've got a method that takes it up 3 notches. Are you interested? Let's do this. Royal
No.
style. Let's talk about the
Right,
shopping.
I'm sure you're gonna tell us.
This is a 100-day-old chicken. You'll easily serve 6 to 8 people beautifully. Slightly smaller. This is a label on glaze. It's been corn-fed a little bit. You can see the colour. We've got a little poussin here, right? Corn-fed again. And then here, we've got an organic chicken. Delicious. So the one I'm gonna do is a nice little label on glaze. First up, finely chop some herbs. I've got some marjoram here, parsley, basil, season with salt and pepper. Add a nice couple of lugs of olive oil. Mix it up.
Listen, stateside we call it majoram. Said parsley and basil. I think I got it all there. Fantastic.
I would do herb de Provence, right? Only because I'm French.
Yes. Can you tell the audience what is in?
I don't know. Herbs from France in Provence. Whatever shit grows in that area.
Well, more or less. But let's, you know what, for the sake of the audience.
Thyme,
Rosemary,
rosemary,
tarragon,
and basil too.
Is there?
Sometimes.
Really?
If you're close by to the Mediterranean, they throw that in too.
I honestly don't remember. I know those 3.
Because
we
Provence
just
goes, it's deep, but it goes all up to the Mediterranean. So
let's just make sure. Let's see. Thyme, rosemary is what we said. Savory, oregano. Okay,
Right.
majoram. Yeah.
see, look, basil,
Yeah.
fennel.
Fennel?
I don't. Fennel is for me. Maybe it hits me more.
Yeah.
It overwhelms.
All right.
So-
So that's something that like a little bit goes a long
Yeah.
way, right? So, okay, cool. Listen, no disagreements with
The
Jamie's
oil
choices here.
will help bring out all the natural flavors and oils from the herbs. And then we're gonna
It's almost like what he's making there is almost like a herb de Provence like
Is
vibe chimney.
Chimichurri.
Yeah.
chicken. If
With
we
the
can get
oil,
dry
and
cut
once he
chicken,
adds the
skin
oil.
is so crispy and it's delicious. What I want to do is just run my knife around the top of the legs and score that skin like that, and then just pop that little ball joint. Take the end of the chicken leg off, and when it cooks and roasts, it just looks beautiful. Put the chicken on its side.
I would agree. It looks beautiful, but I like to keep that. I like to score it so that so when it cooks,
It retracts.
It retracts.
Yeah.
But I like to keep the ball.
That's what she said. Oh, by the way, everyone, do you like our t-shirts? Man, this is all about plugs today. Jammy.
Oh, I can't get up.
Yeah, stand. Why can't you stand, Frenchie? Huh? Why not? What? Are you? Is it because you're not wearing the pants?
I'm not wearing pants.
He's not wearing pants. Frenchie never wears pants for the show anymore. Anyway, you can grab if you
It's the same t-shirt.
Yeah, if you didn't grab hot sauce, you can grab a Jammy olive oil t-shirt. All right,
perfect.
exactly.
Oh, now I
see,
get
now
it.
you understand. Okay, marketing, merchandising.
So back to why I don't chop off the nubby
right,
before
that's
you
what
cook
she
it.
said.
Ow! Ow! Huh. It's a good thing I just got late. Because I have
into the mic.
I have a perfect I have a one tie method, and I kind of use that nubby to keep it all.
Oh, right,
together.
yeah. Yes,
Because you can always cut it after.
Right, you can. Yeah, you can always
So,
cut it after.
That's why.
And actually, if you cook it right, that nubby should peel right off.
Exactly.
But no, Frenchie's absolutely right. When you truss a chicken, those nubs on the ends of the leg definitely help with keeping the string on.
Side, and I want this thigh meat to cook at the same rate and speed as the breast meat. So I'm simply just going to do 3 confident slices down to the bone. And it also allows your flavored oil to get in there. With the breast, right, I want you to be very...
So I'm not a huge fan
yeah,
of that.
I don't agree with that.
Because, yes, the breast does cook faster than the leg.
But if you tie it properly,
Right.
Yeah, and you put enough fat within the skin,
Yeah.
you can compensate very well without damaging the aesthetic look of the whole roast chicken.
Yeah. That's the thing. I mean, if you're cooking this at home, totally fine. That's Jamie's main audience. So again, I'm not into it. But if you're cooking this at home and you're not going to truss it, okay, sure.
Very, very careful. Here,
I do want to mention, yes, the breast cooks faster, but leg meat is very, very forgiving. So if you, Frenchie mentioned, if you compensate on the breast with a lot of fat, i.e. Sticking some butter under the skin over the breast.
You should show my video.
Yeah, check out that video. Mads will put a card up here or here, wherever it pops up. We did our own butter chicken, or Frenchie did his own butter chicken.
That was our side.
That was our side.
That was our Guga
dish.
side.
Yeah, that was our Guga side to Chef
Did
Ranveer.
I do the potatoes too?
You did, yeah, with all the butter dripping down.
And
so
the
what
So
Frenchie's
the chicken
saying?
fat and the butter
And
fat.
the butter, yeah.
Oh, it was. I'm
Very
hungry.
good. We kept snacking on the potatoes. So what Frenchie's referring to is putting butter under the skin above the breast. You can actually cook the chicken a little longer. That butter will help flavor, obviously. The breast meat will give it some moisture. But you can take the leg meat farther, right? Because again, it's forgiving, but it does take a little longer to cook than the breast. So the butter will help extend that cooking time a little bit. But honestly, if you do it right, if you do it, as long as you don't cook it at a super high heat, and let it cook a little longer, you should be fine without scoring it like that.
is the end of the skin. I want you to pull it towards you so you don't tear it. And just get your finger in between the skin.
I had a bad one there.
And then
I had a bad one
a
there.
little spatula to get right down there. Divide these herbs by half. And again, I don't want to tear that chicken skin. Wonderful. Look at that.
Hey.
Just get 2 slices of butter and I'll ram these down the chicken breast. So that's going to make your chicken breast.
Yeah, I've done that.
Listen, we've shit on Jamie Oliver so many
but
times.
that's roast chicken 101.
Yeah. Okay.
Juicier than ever. It's going to make
Just
that
trying to
skin
give him a little
crispier
credit.
than ever. There's one other trick that I've got. lemon. Now, if I put a cold lemon in there, the hot air is not going to get in and it's not going to be kind of cooking as even as I'd like it. So we've got a hot lemon that I'm going to just stab, and this is basically a boiling hot citrus time bomb. Now we are going to tie this.
That's not a bad step. That's actually, that's a nice attention to detail. He's absolutely right. If you put a cold lemon in there, it's actually going to make the cooking time more uneven, right? Because there's something insulating cold, essentially. So by putting it in hot, it'll actually facilitate the cooking process from within. That's great. That's a nice little step.
Bird up. Take a little bit of our butcher's string, get it in half.
Now I'm gonna judge.
Put it just under.
Oh man, how many fucking chickens have you trusted in your career? Jesus Christ.
Like not even
chickens, ducks, fucking yeah.
I love the way I do it because it just seals it.
Yeah. You guys can watch our video where we make Ranveer Brar's butter chicken. There's a segment.
Did I trust the chicken on camera?
Yeah.
Oh.
Trust the chicken. Okay. We didn't do a close-up, but you can get the idea.
Like this, take it up to these little notches here, and I'm gonna do a little knot. Tighten it up, go in between the breast and the legs, turn it over, you do another little knot, and it's just gonna keep it in shape, and it means you get a nice, neat, even cook. With all the kind of remnants.
Yeah, that's
of the oil
definitely a
and the
traditional
herbs
way of doing it.
rubbed all
Not
over
bad.
the chicken.
But the finished product will have lines, and you risk damaging the aesthetic look. So if you're at home, perfect. But for a restaurant, no, because you risk the damage of peeling off the skin.
Right. Especially between the thigh and the breast. That's a pretty delicate spot. You don't want to damage that. And then, anyway, not bad. Listen, man, I'm fine with it. Totally fine.
Chicken, and it's really a spectacular thing. Into a tray we go, a whole bulb of garlic, 2 onions, cut those in half. I'm gonna cook it at 225 degrees Celsius for 1 hour.
What is that in Fahrenheit? Hey Siri, what's 225 degrees
For
Celsius
375?
in Fahrenheit? You're probably right. What is 225 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
She not listening?
No, it says 437.
No.
That's pretty high. And the reason why I say
wait, is he preheating it and then
maybe turning it down?
and turning it
yeah,
down?
that's not a bad step. Because don't forget, once you open the oven, especially at a home kitchen, the temperature.
Wait, no, but he says for 1 hour.
Oh.
No way.
That's rough. If he put that in at let's say 400.
I mean, mine cooks in like 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm at
225 degrees Celsius. And
I can't
let's
see.
check one more time. Hey Siri, how much is 225 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? 437 Fahrenheit. That's really high for 1 hour. If you put that in, for me, if you're going to cook it for 1 hour, which you can cook a chicken for 1 hour as long as you compensate with temperature.
Yeah.
If you start the oven at 425, and let's talk a home oven, not a professional oven, because a professional oven is designed to be much more consistent in temperature despite you opening it and closing it. It recovers in temperature faster. In your home oven, as soon as you open that door, that temperature drops pretty drastically. So starting it at 425 is actually pretty good. And then let it cook at 425 for, I would say 15 to 20 minutes. And then turn it down to like 375.
Well, I actually do it the opposite. I cook it slow and low, and at the very end to crisp up. I crank it up to crisp up.
Yeah, you can do either or. I've gotten good results doing both techniques.
At home, I do that. In the restaurant, no, it's
right. Well, at the restaurant, timing is you're trying to save as much time as possible, right? Like at home, when you put in the chicken low and slow, you're probably doing other errands around the house and shit like that. So,
but at the restaurant, I know it's a 3-pound chicken. I have exactly this amount of time in that exact heat. It's because we're cooking a billion things.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to change the oven temperature.
Right.
So it's maximum temperature all the time.
Right, all the time. Yep.
It's going to be spectacular.
1 hour, 400. Yeah, it says 425.
That's insane.
Look at that. You know
That
it
looks
makes sense.
beautiful.
Oh, so good.
Well, for
The string
1
holds
hour?
it all together, but you know
The leg is going to be fine because leg and thigh meat is very forgiving, even if you overcook it to shit. Like you have to seriously overcook it for leg and thigh meat to be bad, but the breast would be very dry at it.
that that chicken's done when you can pull the meat off the bone and when the juices run nice and brown. And if you look in here, you can just take the skins off these bits of onion. You're gonna have the best gravy. I'll put this heat on, add just a heaped tablespoon of flour, just mush it all up. You don't even need stock. Just top it up with some water, bring that to the boil. This, of course, is the time where you let the chicken rest, you finish your gravy, and that's when you bring your salads or your greens or your potatoes all together. So let's sieve out all of those chunks. Mega flavor. Take a little ladle and push it through. Look at that. Bring it back up to the boil.
You know what's
and you're gonna
missing? I don't see the giblets, the heart, the liver, and all that stuff.
Give or take. You and I would eat the shit out of that, but for most people, they would skip that step. So, are you saying leaving that in the gravy?
I would. No, I would eat it.
You would eat it. Yeah, you and I
But-
would eat it. Yeah.
But like if I'm cooking chicken after chicken after
Right, right.
chicken, then yeah, I'm putting that in the gravy.
Right, yeah, because I actually do like that flavor in the gravy. But again, most people, they're not into it. You know, you and I were a bit more adventurous.
have an amazing
That's
gravy.
because they don't know that
Let's look
they're
at our
eating
lovely
it.
chicken. See
Right.
how crispy
That
that
too.
skin is, how the herbs are trapped. Really, really nice. Let's
The
have a little
herbs.
carve up.
The
First up,
herbs.
run the knife around the back of the leg and just click it, and it will
You
just
did
fall
fine.
apart.
The truss job, like I don't see lines on it.
Yeah.
Cut it across like that, giving you that
No, it's a
beautiful
risk. That's what I'm
drumstick
saying.
And that wonderful thigh meat. If there's any little
See, I think that thigh and leg meat would have looked better without the scoring, personally.
juices that come out, don't be afraid just to pour those back into your gravy because it's all flavor, juices galore. When it comes, of course, to the breast, let's just take a
agree with
nice
that.
little
Yeah.
chunk here. You can see the herbs underneath. You can see the gorgeous, crispy, golden skin.
That's a
you can
good
see
bite.
that the breast meat is
Great bite. Oh, you see, and the breast still has a little flex to it, meaning it wasn't overcooked. I
don't get that. I don't get
425.
it.
That's very high to me. Very high to me.
You think did he say it or did they just write it?
He said 225 degrees Celsius. That's what he said.
I was gonna say maybe they made a mistake in the subtitles.
Yeah.
Or
No. But like I said, you can see there's some give to that breast meat. It's not like wood board hard.
juicy, juicy, juicy. That's what it's about, guys. The smell at this point from the lemon is phenomenal.
Yeah,
It's
look at how
fragranced
much,
the
give
whole
it has.
of this amazing chicken. This lovely gravy over the top of the chicken like this. Wonderful.
Beautiful.
Got to surely get the royal.
You and I would
seal.
eat the shit out of
Yeah,
that.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm fucking
So that, my
hungry.
friends, is a classic.
good video if it makes
roast
me hungry.
chicken to savor and enjoy. The gravy is amazing. The skin is crispy. The herbs and that juicy, juicy meat. Enjoy. Happy roasting. Take care.
Okay, so
Good
we've
job.
shit on Jamie Oliver so many times, but I think we were totally justified when we did, and we call it like it is. Like his grilled cheese video was fantastic. Remember that?
Oh, remember we make it stand up?
Yeah, we made it stand
crown?
Oh, we did a grilled cheese video.
Oh, we did
remember?
that too?
Yeah, we did that too. Listen,
Okay.
like Jamie Oliver when
We've
he's
been at this a while now.
yeah, yeah. When Jamie Oliver stays in his wheelhouse, he really does
Yes.
know what he's doing.
Yes.
It's the problem is when he starts fucking veering off and thinking he's being cute and creative, where it just certain things just don't make sense, or he's trying to do a cuisine that he has fucking no knowledge about. You can't sub soba noodles for ramen. You can't do that shit. Then it's not ramen anymore. That's just one of many examples. Do you want to watch the roast potato video?
Him again?
Yeah. It's only a few minutes.
Okay.
3 minutes. All right. Check this out. Because I figure roast chicken, roast potatoes.
I'm taking you back into my archive for an absolute classic. Perfect roast potatoes.
Oh,
I've been
does he do
perfecting
the-
my way of cooking them for years.
They're boiled and then roasted?
That's what it looks like. I haven't watched the video yet. It's a quick video, so I figured.
Perfect roast potato. I'm gonna endorse the Maris Piper. For consistency, this is where you want to put your bets. First off, I always parboil them for about 10 minutes in salted boiling water. Drain them, and then a bit of a toss in the colander will help fluff up the edges even more. Next up,
that's what's gonna give it that crust.
I was just about, that's a nice attention to detail. He said it fluffs up the edges. You know, the potato's drying, the air's evaporating, it's still hot. So the evaporation factor is accelerated and it gives you that fluffiness. And that, as Frenchy said, is gonna give you those really nice crispy bits.
Next up, you need the fat. Extra virgin olive oil is the healthiest option and will give you a lovely golden crunch. Or you could use butter for a slightly thicker, sweeter crunch.
Butter, people,
really
always butter.
All out, you can use goose fat.
Clarified butter will give you more heat.
Did you just hear goose fat?
What? No.
He's doing goose fat too.
Oh,
he is fucking on a roll here. Listen
all
to
out,
that.
you can use goose fat for the thickest crunch of all.
Okay, again, he's staying in his wheelhouse. He's fucking crushing it.
The key is always do them in a single layer in the roasting tray and give them a good season with.
Single layer, what does that mean? You're not overcrowding the pan. When you overcrowd the pan, when things are too tight next to each other, moisture can't escape. You can't get browning, can't get crispiness.
Salt and pepper. I'm gonna cook this for half an hour at about 190 degrees Celsius, 375 Fahrenheit, until about lightly golden.
That's what I would do.
And then I'm gonna show you what to do with the mash.
Frenchy mentioned in the restaurants, we generally have the ovens cranked up to the max. So if we did this, we would, or at least what I would do is I would boil the potatoes a little longer to make them softer, because then it doesn't need as much time in a much hotter oven. Do you agree?
definitely.
Yeah.
Masher, and that's gonna make the ultimate roast potato. After half an hour, we're ready for some masher magic. So what I wanna do is I wanna increase the surface area the potato has on the bottom.
Oh, he's gonna smash them and then roast them again?
Wow.
Around these and just squashing them. I'm telling you, give this a try and you won't regret it. Along with
That
the
is
maximum
such a
crunch
good
factor,
step.
You want maximum flavor. And
So it's kind of a, it's not a twice baked potato, it's a twice roasted potato.
Yeah, that's actually a great little touch.
now because what I've worked out is
see
that
if
if
he
you
puts
put them
it
in at
back.
the beginning, yes, you get some good flavour, but the herbs go black and they're kind of not that nice to eat. But if you put them in halfway through, you get much more of a perfume of the herbs. First up, we've got some rosemary. Coat that with a drop of olive oil. And a splash of vinegar. Bear with me, the vinegar will totally cook away, but it's
I do vinegar, I just don't tell anybody.
going to give
Vinegar is
the
good.
potato like a kick. And then some garlic here. This is about your personal touch, so put in what you like.
I would have chopped up all that stuff a bit more. I think that's a little too rustic for my taste, but
You could also try thyme with garlic and bay. Or even some sage, garlic, and clementine.
But what he's doing is super rustic, which I don't hate either. But he's clearly going to put this back in the oven, and smashing them halfway through is such a good step. So remember, I just told you guys, don't overcrowd the pan because you want as much moisture to escape. You want as much caramelization. You want as much crispiness. But when you quote unquote smash it and overcrowd it after the moisture's been removed, then you really accelerate the crispiness. That's such a nice touch.
For another Christmassy twist. And then once you've done that, we're going to pop these back in the oven for about 25 minutes, 30 minutes, or until perfect to your eye. But
I love that, until
half an hour's a
perfect
good
to your eye.
Wow. How unexpected was this, buddy?
I never... Yeah, when you...
Support Jammy Olive Oil. Pick up a Jammy Olive Oil t-shirt.
And then when you see those babies and taste them, best roast potatoes in the world. And here they are.
I don't know if you would agree with me on this, but
Is this like the first video of him that I've enjoyed?
but
Oh, no.
I feel this is the most authentic I've ever seen him be.
Yeah, this is French cooking.
Yeah, this is a very old video.
This is what he studied. This is what he learned.
Studied.
This is what he grew up on.
Yeah. I mean, again, he's in his wheelhouse. He's crushing it.
Yeah.
Beautifully. Look
Yeah.
how fluffy that is in the middle. just almost falling apart. Let's have a try.
It's like almost like mashed potatoes in the middle. Oh, you heard
really
that
good.
crunch?
Absolutely delicious. That is the perfect roast potato.
Perfect. That was nice.
Frenchie and I don't have much to say.
Thank you, Jamie.
Jamie Oliver destroyed. He destroyed, and by destroyed, he fucking crushed it. Before we close out this episode, I want to say thank you to all of my amazing patrons. Thank you so much for your support. And for the rest of you, please consider becoming a patron by clicking the link in the description below. By becoming a patron, you get to take advantage of some awesome perks like early access to new episodes and patron exclusive content. Great job, Jamie Olive Oil.
Jamie Olive Oil.
We're so used to shitting on him. Listen, credit where credit is due. He killed it. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as we did making it. Remember, it always gets better. And with that said, I'm Chef Brian Tsao, not your typical chef.
Frenchy.
And we'll see you really soon. Say bye to the wide cam. Bye.